Hello YouTubers, this is 777 Forever coming at you with another highly anticipated and highly recommended model. Today I'll be doing a review on the JC Wings Kenya Airways Boeing 777-300ER in a 1/200 scale model featuring the advanced engine options. I purchased this model from Choice Toys, whose store is based out of Overland Park, Kansas, and his website is www.choicetoysinc.com. But first, allow me to share some information about the history of Kenya Airways, if you would please. Kenya Airways is an East African-based airline that was established by the Kenyan government on January 22, 1977, following the breakup of the East African community and the consequent dissolution of East African Airways, and officially commenced operations on February 4, 1977, using two Boeing 707s that was leased from the now defunct British Midland Airways, and officially inaugurated their first flight, which flew from Nairobi, Kenya to London Heathrow via Frankfurt, Germany, as the airline was wholly owned by the government of Kenya until April 1995 and was privatized a year later in 1996, becoming the first African carrier to successfully do so. Kenya Airways is a national flag carrier for the country of Kenya, as well as Africa's fourth largest airline based by seat capacity after South African Airways, Ethiopian Airlines, and Egypt Air, respectively, as the headquarters of Kenya Airways is located on Airport North Road in the Nairobi, Kenya suburb of Embakasi, while the airline's main hub and base of operations is located nearby, on the grounds of Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, which is located approximately 9 miles southeast of the Central Business District section of Nairobi, Kenya. As of November 2017, or at the time of this video review posting, Kenya Airways flies to 53 destinations in 41 countries across Africa, Europe, the Middle East, and Asia, with the operating fleet of 34 aircraft. As the African carrier previously registered and operated only 3 Boeing 777-300ERs in their fleet from October 16, 2013 up until September 26, 2015, as those aircraft was officially withdrawn from the Kenya Airways fleet altogether on November 4, 2015, as those aircraft was eventually subleased out to Istanbul, Turkey-based Turkish Airlines shortly thereafter. And in addition to the 34 aircraft that are currently operating in the Kenya Airways fleet, the airline has no unfulfilled orders pending at the time of this video review posting concerning this aircraft. Also, as of November 2017, or at the time of this video review posting, Kenya Airways currently operates as a certified 3-star airline carrier according to the international airline review firm Skytrax magazine, and the Boeing customer code for Kenya Airways on this particular aircraft is U8. Alright, let's take a look at the front of the box. You see here, you see the aircraft type right here, the Kenya Airways logo and the airline title, the airline slogan, the Pride of Africa, the computer generated picture of the aircraft, and the colors black, red, and green. That's represent the Kenya flag. I'll get into more detail on that in a moment. And then that's the element surprise right there, the advanced engine options. I'm looking forward to showing you that part, alright? Now you're looking at the back of the aircraft. Nothing much back there except the Boeing license product decal right here, the warning information, the JC Wings logo, as well as their Facebook social media page information there as well. Now you're looking at the top of the box where you see the aircraft type, the airline logo, the airline name, Kenya Airways, the airline slogan, and the 1/200 scale die-cast aircraft model information. Now you're looking at the bottom of the box, the same information that I showed you at the top of the box earlier, alright? Now you're looking at this wooden model stand that actually came with the model. See the customized plaque right there, the Kenya Airways title, the airline's logo, the airline slogan, the Pride of Africa, the aircraft type, and the scale information. And then this black pattern right here, folks, that prevents your model from being damaged or scrapped when you put it on the stand here. That's the purpose of the black pattern there on that model stand. Now you're looking at this plastic bag, and what you see in this plastic bag here are the gear replacement doors right there, featuring 2 little toothpicks. Please stay tuned as I go into detail for the purpose of these gear replacements on this particular model, alright? And finally, there's the element of surprise right here. Starting on the left here, these are the optional engines. The engine cowling doors do open up. I'll show you that momentarily. The reverse thrusters does move side to side. I'll show you that in a minute. That's all the instructions right there. That's the Twizzlers right here for these little details here that go on the engine cowling doors right there as well. Now, with all the information out of the way about the history of Kenya Airways, plus the, what you see here on the box right there, the model stand, the gear replacements, all the little packaging, including the advanced engine options right there in the bag, plus the instruction, plus the little deals that go with the engines. With no further ado, everyone, here is the model. Check it out. There it is, everyone. The JC Wings Kenya Airways Boeing 777-300ER in a 1/2" scale model featuring the advanced engine option. Now I'm going to go into short brief information about the livery you see displayed here on this aircraft. Okay, Kenya Airways unveiled their new corporate identity on April 15, 2005, which included a new livery makeover, as this livery has been the airline's official signature trademark livery look ever since 2005. So with all that being said about the livery that you see on this aircraft, let's get down to business. Let me show you all the details on this aircraft now, shall we? Let's roll. Okay, we're going to start on the port/left side of the aircraft here. Start at the bottom here where you see the nose gears, the nose gear struts, the nose gear door featuring the partial registration ship number on ZY, the ETOPS decal information on there, along with the pitot tubes and the static ports you see there, very detailed there, what have you. The nose cone, the windshield wipers, as well as the cockpit windows. I'll give you a better visual view of those later on in the review. But this decal here by the cockpit window here, that is the SkyTeam decal. And Kenya Airways became a member of the SkyTeam Alliance on September 4, 2007, which consists of 20 airline members from 5 inhabited continents, as this alliance includes Aero Mexico, Air France, Delta, and Korean Air as the 4 founded members. Let's talk about the Kenya flag decal here by the SkyTeam decal, as well as the L1 door right here. And this flag decal represents the country where Kenya Airways currently operates from as the national flag carrier airline for the country of Kenya. Now let's get right here. You see the name of this aircraft here, Victoria Falls. That is the name of this aircraft. It is also a waterfall that is located in the southern part of Africa, on the Zambezi River at the border that lies between Zambia and Zimbabwe, as this particular location has been described as one of the 7 natural wonders of the world. It is also the largest waterfall in the world. Victoria Falls also has several nicknames that it actually goes by, in which one is called Mosi Oya Tunya, the smoke that thunders, and the Devil's Pool, as this waterfall area is actually located approximately 342 miles west of the Zimbabwe capital of Harare and 237 miles southwest of Zambia capital of Lusaka. Now you're looking at the Kenya Airways titles right here on the upper part of the fuselage, but then right here the Pride of Africa slogan right there. And this is the current slogan of Kenya Airways, as the airline continues to take pride in being in the forefront of connecting Africa to the world and the world to Africa. Okay. Alright, now on the edge of the wing here, you see the realistic detail of the inboard landing lights right there in jewel. Very impressive. Alright, now let's look at the these massive engines on this aircraft, including the Kenya Airways logo right there. I'll get into that momentarily. These are the General Electric GE90 115B engines that are used on this particular Kenya Airways Boeing 777-300ER extended range jetliner. Okay, you also see the engine cones there. Now I'm gonna turn this aircraft model around, let you see the front of the engine, and the turbo fan blades do spin. Check it out. Now you're looking at the front engines of this aircraft, featuring the engine strikes here and the turbo fan blade spin, as I mentioned earlier. There you go. There's the inboard landing light right there I showed you earlier, as well as the triple bogey landing gears here on the port side, featuring the landing gear struts as well as the landing gear door there as well. Now you're looking at the engines here on the starboard side, featuring the engine strikes over here and the turbo fan blade spin over here as well. You got there the inboard landing lights here, as well as the triple bogey landing gears here on the starboard side, the struts, as well as the landing gear doors there as well. Now you look at the front of the aircraft where you got a better visual view of the cockpit windows, the windshield wipers, the nose cone, as well as the nose gears down here, the nose gear struts, as well as the landing gear lights inside the nose gear doors there as well. So with that said, I'm going to take it back to the port side because there's more information to show you as over there as well. Let's roll. Now, I'm getting ready to show you the other optional engine here. Now, I'm going to go ahead and take this off right here. Slap that on there right there. It come off there. See there? Okay. So, I'm going to go ahead and put the other engine on there with it already put together. Check it out. Alright. Here's the engine right here. I'm going to go ahead and slide it on there. Bear with me here, everyone. Kind of slide it in just like there. There, you see it open and everything. Now I'm gonna turn this aircraft model around so that you see it in full detail. Check it out. Now you see how the engine cowlings are open up with them little two deals in it's holding the doors open. You see there. You also got a better detailed view of the engines inside the GE9115B engines, which is right here. All right, now I'm gonna let you see the other side of the engine as well. Check it out. Now you're looking at the front of the engine with the engine cowling doors open. See it here and here, and the turbo fan blade spin over here as well. Perfect. Now I'm gonna let you see the optional engines on the starboard side. Check it out. Now you're looking at the optional engine here on the starboard side. I don't know what happened to the other toothpick deal here, but I'm gonna open it up and let you see it. Check it out. Okay, you see the cowling doors open up here. I don't know what happened to the other little part that goes in there. It was 4 of them in there. It was only 3 of them, but I'm gonna turn it back around. And as you see, the reverse thrusters do move side to side. You see there, which is impressive. Okay, I'm gonna let you see it on the other side as well. Check it out. Now we're back on the port side where I forgot to show you the reverse thrusters. They move side to side there as well. Okay, so with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and take these engines off and then put the regular engines back on there. Okay, all right. Now you got the idea. I also forgot to mention these tweezers. That's what these tweezers are for, to take them little all them little deals off inside the engine cowling. That's hold the engine cowling doors up. That's the purpose of these tweezers. Okay. And these are the instructions how you go about putting all this stuff on these engines and all that, how it's supposed to be displayed. Okay, I should have showed you that first, but it's all good. Okay. Okay, and behind these massive GE9115B engines here, you got a better visual view of the triple bogey gears here on the port side, the landing gear struts, as well as the landing gear door there as well. And then you see the Airlines logo here that's displayed here on the engine cowling as well as the tail. Check it out. There. This is the current logo of Kenya Airways, which is a style K that's encircled with a Q, which resembles that of the Airlines International Air Transport Association IATA airline code, which is KQ, the actual International Air Transport Association IATA airline code for Kenya Airways. Now you're looking at the rake wingtips here with the red navigation light right here on the rake wingtip, along with the strobe light on the edge of the rake wingtip. We're at the back of the aircraft here on the port side still, where you see the Boeing 777-300ER decal. Kenya Airways previously operated the Boeing 777-300ER in their fleet from 2013 up until 2015, as this aircraft was previously the official backbone aircraft from the Nairobi, Kenya-based carrier. We're still at the back of the aircraft where you see the registration ship number 5Y-KZY. Registration ship number 5Y-KZY. This aircraft was the second of 3 Boeing 777-300ERs that previously operated in the Kenya Airways fleet. and the first test flight on this aircraft took place on April 12, 2014, and was delivered to Kenya Airways on May 1st, 2014. However, on a sad note, this aircraft was eventually withdrawn from the Kenya Airways fleet on October 28, 2015, and remained stored up at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport storage facility until January 23, 2016. Then was ferried to Amsterdam Airport Schiphol Aircraft Storage Facility and remained stored up at that facility until March 8, 2016, when it was finally ferried to the Sabiha Goshen International Airport Storage Facility in Istanbul, Turkey, where it was repainted in the Turkish Airlines livery scheme and entered the Turkish Airlines fleet officially on April 30, 2016, which now that aircraft bears the registration ship number TC-LKB. Now let's take a look at the colors that's actually displayed on the back of the fuselage as well as the tail. Okay, the colors black, red, and green stripes that are displayed and draped on the back of this aircraft as well as the tail actually resembles that of the country's national flag, which is the Kenyan flag. You also see the Kenya logo, as I mentioned, was a KU. That's the IATA airline code there, K and Q. Now you're looking at the back of the aircraft where you see the APU, Auxiliary Power Unit exhaust right here. There's no hole there, but it's painted there. And you see the strobe light rail above the APU exhaust hole. Now you're looking at the Kenya Airways Boeing 777-300ER from the rear view angle. Now you're looking at the front of the aircraft from the starboard side where you see the nose gears, the nose gear struts, the nose gear lights, the nose gear door featuring the partial registration ship number on it, ZY, the E-top decal, the Peter 2 static ports, what have you, the nose cone, the windshield wipers, the cockpit windows, the Sky Team decal, the Kenya flag decal, the name of the aircraft Victoria Falls. And you're looking at the Kenya Airways titles here on the upper part, the front part of the aircraft, the airline slogan, the Pride of Africa, the front cargo container loading door right there. Now you're looking at the massive GE90 engines featuring the airline logo right there, KQ, the inboard landing light, as well as the triple bogie landing gears here on the starboard side, the landing gear struts, as well as the landing gear door there as well. Now you got a better visual view of the triple landing bogie gears here, right here, the struts, as well as the doors. Now you're looking at the rake wingtip here on the starboard side featuring the green navigation light, as well as the strobe light. Now you're looking at the rear of the aircraft on the starboard side where you see the rear cargo container loading door, the Boeing 777-300ER decal, the registration ship number, as well as the colors black, red, and green, which resembles that of the Kenyan flag, the national flag, as well as the airline's logo KQ. As well as the rear of the aircraft here on the starboard side, you see the strobe light there as well. Alright, before I show you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model, as well as the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft model in detail, I'm going to let you check out one feature. It's the rolling gears. It don't roll that good. It don't even barely roll at all. But however, it does tilt. And the nose gear does swivel. You see that. Very impressive. The only downside is the gears do not roll. But other than that, it's all good. But with that said, allow me to show you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model. Let's check it out. Now we're going to start at the aerial bird's eye view where you see the nose cone, the windshield wipers, the cockpit windows, emergency escape hatch door on this side as well as on that side, the anti-collision beacon light, the satellite communications antenna right there, emergency escape hatch door number 2 on both sides here, another antenna there, the ADF antennas right there, emergency escape hatch door number 3 on both sides, the Wi-Fi box antenna, a couple more antennas, see the green and white cheek line, the tail, and then the horizontal stabilizer over here as well as over here. You see these little green dots right here as well as over there as well. Those are the illuminator lights that light up this tail here when it flies during nighttime. Here. Now let's check out the wings, folks. Got the emergency wing walkway. You got the flaps, slats, aileron spoilers, what have you. See the engines right there. fuel dump valve, and the rake wingtip with the strobe light. Over here, same as well. Emergency wing walkway, flaps, slats, aileron spoilers. See the engines right there. See the fuel dump valve and the rake wingtip and the strobe light on this side. Now looking at the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft model, you see the nose cone, that there. I have no idea what that is. The closed nose gear door, as well as the open nose gear door and the nose gear. Come up here. The anti-collision beacon light right there, the hole where the stand goes in at. A couple more antennas there. Pressure relief valve there, as well as the APU housing doors right there underneath. The horizontal stabilizers. Now let's check out the gears, folks. They tilt a little bit, a little challenge there, but it's all good. See the engines there underneath. The registration ship number, fuel dump valve, and the rake wingtip with the strobe light. Let's check that side out. Okay, it tilt a little bit. See the engines there. The fuel dump valve and the rake wingtip on this side here as well. Now, since I showed you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model, as well as the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft model in full detail, now I'm going to put it on that little wooden stand here that I showed you earlier. So no further ado, everyone, here is the model on the stand. Check it out. Now you see the model on the stand with no problem, hesitation. You're looking at the takeoff landing position of this aircraft on the model stand on the port side. Gears there, everything's on tack there. Now you're looking at the front of the aircraft in the takeoff landing position with all the engines there intact, featuring the model on the stand here. Now you're looking at the model in the takeoff landing position here on the starboard side with the model on the stand there, gears there intact. And finally, looking at this model from the tail cam angle. Now, before I take this model off the stand completely, I got in this position. And for the reason I got in this position is the gears. I'm going to take the gears off, these retractable gears. They magnetic, see there. Then the bogey gear here on the port side, there. As well as the bogey gear here on the starboard side, there. Alright, now since I got all the gears off this model, I'm going to let you see this model at a different angle without the gears. Check it out. Okay, now you see the model without the gears. You see it displayed in flight mode. Now if you want to continue to display it like that, that's one option. You see these gear replacements here in this bag? That's the purpose of these gear replacements, is to substitute your gears while you display your model in flight mode. Or you can continue to do it the other option, just keep them in gear up and gear down, in the gear down position, the takeoff landing position. I choose to keep mine in the takeoff landing position, gear down position. That adds more value to the model, okay? So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and put these gears back on this model, take this model stand, and go ahead and wrap up this model review. Alright, let's roll. Now the seating configuration. The Kenya Airways Boeing 777-300ER seated 400 passengers in a two-class configured cabin layout. Here's the breakdown, everybody. From rows 1 to 4, which will be from here to here. You have 28 Premier World Business Class seats, and rows 11 to 56, which will be from here all the way back to the rear of the aircraft. You have additional 372 economy class seats, which brings the total of 400 seats. And finally, Kenya Airways previously utilized the Boeing 777-300ERs on routes from its main hub at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport in Nairobi, Kenya, to worldwide destinations such as Hanoi, Vietnam, Guangzhou, China via Hanoi, Vietnam, London Heathrow, Amsterdam, Dubai, and Bangkok, Thailand. Well, everyone, this will conclude this model review. I'd like to know if you got this model review or you plan on getting this model review, if you can find it, because it's becoming very hard to find as we speak. But please rate and subscribe and leave your comments and suggestions. And if you got any questions about a particular model you'd like to know about, please don't hesitate to send that information as well. So in the meantime, take care. God bless. Stay tuned. There's more model content coming. Peace.